Booktube, it's Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. I am here today with a tag video that I saw this last week, and even though I wasn't tagged, I am still gonna go ahead and do it. So, this is called the New Year, New Me book tag. It was created by Kevin Towle Reads. I will link to Kevin's channel and his original video down below. I'll be sure to check that out. I like this tag because it's not just about looking ahead to 2025, but also looking back on the last year. Before I get into the questions, I do just want to say, I know there's a lot of you out there who don't have your own channel. Please feel free to answer these questions down in the comments section. I would love to hear your responses. I am going to tag a few people at the end, but if I leave you out and you want to do the tag, by all means, please go ahead. So question number 1 is fears. What is one book from your 2025 reading goals that scares you? So one of my high priority TBR books is called Unsolaced, Along the Way to All That Is, and this is by Gretel Ehrlich. She is most known in Wyoming for The Solace of Open Spaces, which is a fantastic book. And it is about her time in Wyoming, living on the high plains. I think she works herding sheep or on a sheep ranch or something like that. So anyway, the writing is gorgeous in The Solace of Open Spaces. I would definitely recommend that. This one isn't really about Wyoming. I think it's more about, I think she goes to a whole lot of places all over the planet, talking about climate change. And so I got this book from one of you. Thank you so much. It was so incredibly kind. I think I got it in 2020. So I wasn't really ready to read it then, and then since then I just put it off. But I am going to read it this year. I am going to read it, and I know it's important for me to read, but it does scare me a little bit. So, and I apologize to the person who gave this to me that it's taken me so long to get to this book. I am deeply appreciative of it though. Question number 2, patience. What is the one book on your 2025 reading goals that you want to start immediately? And I am going to start it hopefully today. And that is Gilead by Marilynne Robinson. I am hosting a read-along called the Robinson Read-Along, and we're going to read the 4 books in the Gilead series. So it's Gilead, Home, Lila, and Jack. I set up a Discord server for this. I hope to God it works. So that is up on my community page. I will link to my Robinson read along, but I do have to read this book this month since I'm hosting the read along. So anyway, I'm super excited for those of you who said that you're going to participate either on Discord or just in the comments section of my review, or maybe making your own video. So anyway, but I do really need to start it. Question number 3, growth. What book last year pushed you to reflect and or grow as a reader? In 2024, I read James Shapiro's The Year of Lear, Shakespeare in 1606. In 1606, Shakespeare wrote, obviously, King Lear. He wrote Macbeth, and he also wrote Antony and Cleopatra. And so this kind of breaks down what is going on in Jacobean England, and or Jacobean, oh god, anyway, I apologize, I got that wrong. But anyway, so I actually made a review video of this book, and I could not have done it without the support of my folks on my Ko-fi page. You can check out my Ko-fi page down below. I put bonus videos there so anyone can watch those. But anyway, the people on my Ko-fi channel supported me enough so that I could take some time off, and really I spent a lot of that time just trying to read this book and think about it and think about how can I articulate this in a review video. And it was just really difficult reading for me. But yeah, I mean, so is Shakespeare. So that doesn't mean like we shouldn't, you know, push ourselves. So I was really proud of myself for doing that. But yeah, I still have a long ways to go when it comes to Shakespeare in general. So let's see. Question number 4. What is New Paths? What is one author you plan to try it for the first time in 2025? I'm so excited about this. I absolutely love this cover. Oh my gosh. So I am super excited to read Some Tame Gazelle by Barbara Pym. Look at that cover. It's just gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, I have 3 other Barbara Pym novels, so I really probably shouldn't have got this one. but I'm gonna do this as a buddy read with Joe Smith, and Joe asked around to other Barbara Pym fans that she knows and like said, where is the best place to start with Barbara Pym? And it was universal that people said we should start with Some Tame Gazelle. So I am so excited to read this book, with Joe, and to read this beautiful edition, because my Barbara Pyms are quite old, and one of them it's like the spine is like creaking. Let's see. Question number 5, self-care. What is one book and or series that you revisit for comfort? So I think I only read one Agatha Christie book in 2024, which was 5 Little Pigs. Not entirely sure. Anyway, I only own one Agatha Christie book, which is Nemesis. It's a Miss Marple mystery, and I bought this when they were talking about like changing things that are politically no longer correct in Agatha Christie. And my thing with Agatha Christie, you guys, is I don't know how many Agatha Christie books I've read. I would have to go through my book journal even to figure out which ones I've read. There are only a few that I can actually remember what happens in. These are the kind of books that I read and then they immediately, like almost always immediately, just leave my head. So I enjoy reading Agatha Christie, but like I said, it's just like that's more of a kind of a comfort read. My library also owns a ton of Agatha Christie, so I'm just like, I just want to own my favorite one so far anyway, which is Nemesis. So let's see. Question 6, forging ahead. What is your favorite debut book or first book in a series that you read last year? So last year I read the first 2 books in the Thrush Green series, and I am planning on reading News from Thrush Green in 2025. So this is just a charming, charming series. I honestly think you could pick up, I mean, you might not know all the relationships between characters or everything that's happened, but like if you stumble across a book in one of a misread series, that is, I don't know, like you get a misread book that's like the middle of a series, I still think it's okay. I think it's okay to read it. There are books where, yes, like sad things happen, but there's, you can feel totally safe. I think I was just saying to Berna from Berna's Bookish Adventures, misread is just like it's just the coziest reading that I can think of. So anyway, I'm super excited to get to this in 2025. I really did enjoy reading starting the Thrush Green series in 2024. So question 7, goals. Do you have specific reading goal or challenge for the year ahead? I made a whole goals video. I will link to that down below so you can watch that. But I think in general, like something I've continued to think about since making that goals video is like trying to find balance. So one of the things I started in 2024 was creating thumbnails for my videos, because I just hated the images that YouTube was automatically generating. And anyway, but you know what? Like sometimes if the images is good, I just go with it, like, because the amount of time it is taking me to create thumbnails in Canva is crazy. So, yeah, like it is just very, very challenging. And, yeah, so I don't know. So we'll see what happens with thumbnails. And it also doesn't seem like you guys really care too much about the thumbnail. So anyway, I mean, one of my things is I don't have like a remote or something on my iPad to take a photo or anything like that, or any device. I don't have like a remote. And so it's very difficult for me to just take the picture myself. And so I have to, enlist my husband's help, and sometimes he's doing his own thing, so it's a little tricky. I just need to find like a good balance of, where am I investing my time. One of the things that the new year kicked off was a leaking toilet, which, thank God, I mean, it was probably leaking the entire first day of the year, and fortunately I caught it at the end of the day. But yeah, so, and my house is really starting to look like Miss Havisham's house, Great Expectations. So I do need to invest some more time in cleaning. Yeah, because I would be mortified for any of you to suddenly show up at my door. Anyway, so I just have to find a way to make those things more manageable, to take care of them in smaller increments rather than like this weekend I'm trying to take down all the Christmas decorations, and I'm also cleaning. I have a ton of laundry to do. So yeah, so it's just one of those things where you kind of have to stop and think about how much time to spend on Booktube and how much time to spend on other grown-up things other than adulting. So question 8, breaking walls. Do you have a non-book related goal for 2025 you wish to share? And of course you don't have to answer that question. I've kind of had the same New Year's resolution for quite a while, which is to try to be a better person than I was the year before. Obviously, there's no real way to measure that. I have had a big change in my life in terms of my my professional area of my life that is already making things so much better for me. So so that is fantastic. Yeah, so after reading The Happiness Advantage, one of the things that I'm going to do this year is think of myself as younger than I actually am, which sounds crazy. But if you'd read The Happiness Advantage, you would get that idea. I do have a super funny quick story to tell you though. I got, and maybe this is what prompted it, one of my siblings, bless their heart, it was so kind of them to do this, but they sent me a Christmas gift, and there's all these lotions and sponges and anyway, but everything it all says has anti-aging properties on it. So maybe even if I just use those products this year. One of them has the name Body Milk, which I was like, that sounds terrible, but I tried it and I love it. I absolutely love it. And so it smells amazing. And it seems to work really well in our dry climate. So But yeah, it was just very funny. Like everything I opened was like, oh, here's some more anti-aging lotion or toner or whatever. So, let's see. Question number 9, tag others. So I should have gone through and looked, because there are some newer channels that I have been subscribed to. So I'm going to tag Genteel Black Hole. I'm going to tag Berna from Berna's Bookish Adventures, since I already mentioned her. I'm going to tag Stuart Griffin, and I also want to tag, I think it's Coffee and a Book. But again, if you haven't done this tag and you want to, by all means, go for it. And yeah, I would love to hear your answers if you'd like to share them in the comment section down below. Of course, if you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, you can always leave an emoji, or you can give this video a thumbs up, which I do appreciate. Booktube, thank you so much for watching. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.